Happy Friday. So this is the last Friday that I have off before I go to work. I start work on Monday. Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah, that's still there. I just came from the doctor to get my blood test, and this is the issue that I'm having right now, is that this is the first time I'm being seen by a regular doctor versus my bariatric doctor, because I'm already well past a year out and I'm only supposed to see him every year. And I want to get my blood checked, especially now that I'm not pregnant anymore, to see just where I'm at and what I need to focus on. I know my protein's probably low. I already know where my issues are going to be, but I just want to make sure. The problem with seeing a regular doctor, I guess, is that they don't know what lab work you need, even though I sent her my previous lab work from my other doctor, from my bariatric doctor. I went today and usually they take out, I think, 11 vials of blood for different types of blood tests. I don't know specifically which ones, but this time they only took 3 blood vials out, which I know it's not half as much as I usually get taken out when my bariatric doctor orders blood tests for me. So I'm not sure which blood panels she asked for or exactly what she's looking for, and I'm not sure if she knows what she should be looking for. So I'm gonna set up another appointment with her and talk to her about that because I don't want anything to get missed just because she is not that experienced. Even though she said she treated people with my type of surgery before, this is kind of making me a little nervous. So I'll let you guys know what happens. But I'm really tired. Although Artemis is sleeping really well into the night, for long stretches, I'm having trouble sleeping. I complained about that to my doctor, and she gave me some sleeping pills. It's not Ambien, but it's something else that's more mild. It's like a mild antidepressant, and I took it once, and I don't know, I felt kind of weird. I felt kind of hungover the next day, and I don't like that feeling. So I don't know if maybe I should give it another chance. I'm not sure. I don't know. What other changes have happened? I'm feeling very nervous about going back to work. I don't know if you guys can see. I have rubber bands in my mouth because they're trying to fix my overbite or underbite. I don't know what I have. I have something. And my pain in my teeth lasted about 4 days with no pain meds. It sucked. It sucked so bad. And yeah, that's so far what's going on with me. I'm sleep deprived. I am just exhausted, and I'm gonna go back to work, and I'm nervous about it because I feel like I'm gonna miss out on some stuff from my baby. But I'm also excited to go back to work because I don't know how to be home. Even when I was home with the baby and I was hanging out with him, as soon as he took a nap, I was up and about and trying to get the house put together, trying to organize, trying to clean up. It's there is no downtime for me. I don't know how to just be. I have to be doing something because then I feel like I wasted my day. Something else that's coming up tomorrow is, and I'm gonna be completely honest, nobody's perfect. Ron and I have never said that our relationship was perfect. We both have challenges. Right now he's really struggling a little bit with his weight, and I've noticed that his confidence has gone down, and he's super stressed out about work, and we have a bit of communication issues, especially now that we're both parents for the first time, and we're trying to come to an agreement on certain things, on his level of involvement, I guess, what I expect, what he expects, and what's a good, middle. So I decided that we need a separate person to like referee, I guess you can say, because sometimes the way I come at him, I'm very direct and I make these statements, I guess, and maybe I word them wrong, where he feels attacked and then he gets on the defensive, and then it just never goes where it's supposed to be, which is calm, collected, talk. So, with that said, I feel like we could really use a few therapy sessions just to help us build a better communication now that we're both parents, and so that we won't say hurtful things to each other or things that are offensive to each other. Because I know I can get a little offended when he questions some of my methods. I could get a little defensive. So I know this about myself, and I know that about him, and he knows that about himself. So I'm trying to create a safe space for us to talk and for us to be able to communicate properly with some assistance until we get there on our own. And so we're gonna go through our first therapy session on Saturday. So hopefully that goes well. I'll let you guys know how that goes. I mean, I've never had marriage counseling or couples therapy, or family counseling. They call it so many things, but I've never had it. So I've only done therapy on my own, and that was when I was younger. I haven't had any therapy sessions since I was 17. So this should be interesting. I also want to do a couple of like alone sessions, one-on-one individual sessions, because we both have issues as individuals. Like me, I'm very high strung, and it's starting to take a toll on my body, where I feel tense all the time. I feel stressed whenever I see a situation where I can't help. It's so hard for me to come to terms with the fact that I can't control everything, and it gives me such an anxiety. And I started noticing that about myself lately, especially because having a baby, you can't control everything, and you can't be on a set schedule, because that baby's going to be hungry whenever he's going to be hungry. I mean, some babies put themselves on a schedule, and I've been lucky enough that Artemis put himself literally on a schedule of sleeping and eating. But there's times where he cries and I don't know what he wants, and the first couple of days that he was home, I remember crying my eyes out because I didn't know what he wanted, and I felt such anxiety and I felt such guilt that I didn't know what my baby wanted. And I need to learn how to fucking relax. Anyways, I'm here at Subway about to get my breakfast sandwich, because I had to do this blood test fasting, and I'm gonna go home and spend the day with my baby. Nothing is going as planned. I wanted to spend time with friends before I went back to work, but of course that didn't work out. And I wanted to go out dancing before I went back to work, and that didn't work out. And I wanted to go meet up with you guys before I went back to work, and that's not happening. So hopefully maybe on a weekend I can see some of you guys that are still in the LA area. I hope. Let's see when this video is up. And